Okay, so now gumawa ako ng video para sa mga kasi kanina nagkaroon um, ng, ng problema about dun sa PowerPoint. So naghang kanina ang laptop ko. Okay, so gagawa ng video para syempre maaral nyo to, especially dun sa grade 11 Onyx. So kailangan natin pag-aralan to, so yung basic concept of probability. So sige, start tayo. So, before tayo na dumako doon sa formal na lesson natin, yung probability, statistic and probability, which is the random variable, we need to study syempre muna yung pinaka-foundation or basic about dito sa statistic and probability. Syempre, pag-aralan muna natin ang probability. So, we can say na that probability, sabi nga doon kanina, that probability, it is a field of mathematics that deals with the chance. Okay, sabi nga may mga percentage o ilang percent na mangyayari ang isang bagay na ito. So ilang percent uulan ngayon. For example, 40% na uulan ngayon and 60% na hindi uulan. Kumbaga meron siyang mga chance. Like nga yung mga pagpapatawad natin, there is a chance na tayo ay magpatawad sa mga taong nakasakit sa atin. So it's all about the chances. The measure of the chance that the event will occur as a result of an experiment. In our probability, so we have, it can be expressed as a fraction, a decimal, or a percent. Sabi ko nga kanina, sabi doon, tingin muna tayo dito. So we have 1/4. So that is the fraction. Kasi nga sabi dyan, probability, it may be expressed as a fraction. So kung ko-convert natin yan into decimal, pwede rin kasi siya maging decimal and percent. So kapag kinonvert natin yan into decimal, it will become 0.25. Kasi nga 1 divided by 4 is equal to 0.25. And also, kapag ginawa natin percent yan, ita-times lang natin lagi yan sa 100 to become percent. So it will become 25%. Diba? Ito yung 100, and dito yung 1, and dito yung dalawang 0. So kailangan may percent sign pa rin yan. So, yan yung probability. Okay, so next, we are going to tackle about the basic concepts of probability. As you can see, meron tayong mga pag-aaralan about the probability. So, ano ba yung dapat nating matandaan about the basic concept of probability? First, we have the experiments. So, experiments, it is a situation involving a chance and activities which have well-defined results. So in our experiments, so for example, meron tayong die, meron tayong coin, meron tayong roulette, and meron tayong mga cards. Ano ang kadalasan natin ginagawang experiment in a die? Di ba kapag die, ginagawa natin yung rolling a die. Kasi nga kapag isa lang die, kapag marami dice. Ang kadalasan ginagawa nating experiment in a die is rolling a die, throwing a die. That is the example experiments. And also, meron rin sa coin. Ano ba kadalasan nating ginagawa sa coin? Bukod sa kinakarakrus natin to. So, flipping a coin, tossing a coin. And also, kapag sa cards, choosing a card or choosing a card in the standard deck of cards. So, yun po yung mga experiments. So, kadalasan meron siya mga verb. So, in the form of ing, mga choosing, mga rolling, mga spinning, yun yung kadalasan na experiments. And also, general ang ibig sabihin nito. So, next, we have also the sample space. So, what do you mean by sample space? When we say sample space, according to that, it is the set of all possible outcomes. So, ano ba yung mga bagay natin sa experiment? For example, ang ginawa natin, tossing a coin. Sa experiment natin, tossing a coin. So, therefore, ang magiging sample space niya is, ano po ba ang nakikita natin sa coin? Diba, nakikita natin sa coin is head and tail. So, therefore, the sample space is head and tail. Kung anong nilalaman mismo ng ting natin doon sa experiment natin. And also, we have the sample space denoted as capital S. Ito po. And also, we have the number of S or the number of sample space. Kung ilan ang sample space. So, mamaya later, So, meron akong ipapakitang example. Also, meron rin tayo ditong outcome. So, when we say outcome, it is the results of an experiment. In our outcome, siguro dito tayo magkakaroon ng pagkakaiba. Ano yung maaring lumabas? Ano yung maaging resulta ng ginawa nating experiment? In tossing a coin, syempre tapos na yung sample space ng tossing a coin. Ang tossing a coin natin will be head and tail. And also, yung number of sample space is 2. Ngayon, ano yung magiging outcome noon? So, maaari na kapag tinos mo ang coin, ang lalabas ay head. Pwede ang outcome natin is head or pwedeng ang outcome natin is tail. It depends upon sa inyo. And also, meron tayong tinatawag na outcome. It denoted as maliit na O. It denotes O. Also, meron tayong tinatawag na event. Our event, when we say event, subset of the sample space. So, makikita natin siya sa sample space. Set of outcomes in S which has a certain characteristics. Ibig sabihin pala na meron kang tinutukoy dito sa event na makikita natin dito sa sample space. So, paano kaya yon? For example, tossing a coin. Yung experiment mo, ang sample space mo, head and tail. So, nakita mo yung head and tail. The number of sample space will be 2 and the outcome is head. So, for example, ganon. And also, pagdating mo ng event, dito ka na pwedeng gumamit ng mga word na getting. Dito ka na pwedeng gumamit ng guessing, choosing, and etc. Depende sa iyo kung anong gagamitin mo dyan. And depende kung anong nilalaman ng experiment mo. Also, meron ring outcome yan. So, mamaya makakita kayo ng example. So, for example, ang kinuha niya is getting ahead. Okay, so, it will become yung outcome niya is head. So, tingnan natin yung experiment ha. So, kanina sabi ko, tossing a coin. Ang sample space natin, kung ano yung nilalaman ng coin, ang nilalaman ng coin ay head and tail. Kasi yun yung makikita natin eh. Or H and T, it's okay lang. So, how many number of sample space? 1 and 2, so dalawa lang sila. Ano yung maaring outcome? Sabi ko sa inyo, kahit iba-iba tayo sa outcome, it will become head. O yan, H na lang ilalagay ko. And the event ko, kahit anong gamitin ko dyan, kung ano yung appropriate, so ilalagay ko getting. Getting ahead. So, kumbaga, kung mapansin natin, ang pinagkaiba lang ng experiment at ng event, specific. Kung ano yung nilalaman ng sample space, kasi nga subset of sample space eh. Getting ahead, so therefore, ang magiging outcome mo dyan, kung kukuhanin mo ang head, so ang magiging outcome mo is head. Kung kukuhanin mo ay tail, so therefore, ang magiging sagot rin dito is a tail. So, ganun lang po yung kadali doon. So, another example. So, dito sa PowerPoint presentation. So, according to PowerPoint presentation, dito sa... Okay, so wait, not responding. So, ganito na talaga kabagal ang ating lap. Okay, so next. Okay, so example. So, sabi dito, choosing randomly from letters A to J. So, ibig sabihin dyan, yung A to J natin, ito yung parang bagay natin. Kapag meron tayong letters A to J. So, tandaan niya na, choosing randomly from letters A to J. So, ang sample space ko dyan, since na hanggang A to J, the sample space ko, ano yung may kita ko sa A to J is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Okay, so gets. Also, meron dito, ilan ang number of sample space? Ilan sila lahat? So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, 10 silang sample space. And also, meron tayong outcome. Ang in-example ko dito is letter B. Pwede naman lumabas letter C, pwedeng letter D. It depende sa inyo kung ano yung mabubunot nyo. So, kahit hindi tayo pare-pareha sa outcome, it's okay. Also, meron tayong tinatawag na event. So, ano yung event natin dito? Sabi ko nga sa inyo, pwede kayong gumamit ng getting, guessing, choosing, and etc. Since sa experiment, ang ginamit ay si choosing, gumamit rin kayo ng choosing. So, ang magiging event is choosing vowel letters. based or nakadepende doon sa sample space. Ano ba yung mga vowel letters? Sabi nga doon yung A, E, I, O, U. Di ba? A, E, I, O, U. So, doon sa sample space, ano yung mga vowel letters? So, meron tayong A, E, I. Di ba? Kung pipiliin nyo naman consonants, B, C, D, F, G, H, J. So, yun yung mga mangyayari sa outcome. So, ngayon ang tanong, sir, paano naman kung iba po yung event ko? Ang event ko pong ginawa is choosing an A. Pwede po ba yun? Kung baga ang ginamit nyo dito sa event dito is choosing an A, pwede po. So, magiging outcome nun is A. For example, choosing a B. So, therefore, ang outcome na mangyayari dun is letter B lang. Choosing an H. So, therefore, ang outcome nun is H lang po. Okay, so nagigets po ba? Okay, so next. So, meron tayong flipping a coin. So, ito nga yung sinabi ko kanina, tossing or flipping. So, parehas na lang rin naman. So, hindi ko na iisa-isahin dyan. Okay, so next. So, yan. Flipping a coin, sample space, head and tail, number of sample space 2, experiment tuloy. So, outcome natin is H. So, depende kung ano yung lumabas. Getting ahead, so ito yung ginawa niyang event. So, based doon sa experiment, so, pwede nating gumamit ng getting. So, appropriate kasi siya, getting ahead or getting a tail. So, therefore, magiging outcome niyan, kung head ang ginamit niyo sa event, so dapat ilalagay mo head pa rin. Also, meron tayong example next. Our examples, yan. So, guessing an answer to a multiple choice having an options A to D. So, yung experiment natin hanggang A to D lang, di ba? Multiple choice having an A to D. So, therefore, ang mangyayari dito, ang magiging sample space niya, A, B, C, and D. And ilan ang number of sample space niya? We have 4. Kasi nga, A, B, C, and D. Outcome, depende sa inyo kung anong lalabas. Pwedeng D, pwedeng B, pwedeng C, pwedeng A. Also, meron tayong E. Ang ginawa kong event dito, guessing the answer is C. Pwede namang getting, pwede namang wag lang rolling. So, di ba? Pwedeng guessing, getting, depende po sa inyo. So, ang ginawa niyang event dito, guessing the answer is C. Therefore, since na C specific siya, ilan ba ang C meron doon? Di ba isa lang? So, ilagay niyo na lang ang C. Pwede naman, guessing the answer is vowel. Kapag vowel, ang magiging outcome niya, ano ba yung vowel dun sa ABCD sa sample space natin? Di ba A lang? So therefore, if you are going to write the event is guessing the answer is vowel. So therefore, ang magiging outcome nun is letter A lang. And also, if you are going to write guessing the answer is consonants. So therefore, your outcome will be B, C, or D. So, dapat ilalagay nyo pa rin po doon. Okay, so next. Kung may tanong, magtanong kayo. Ewan ko makapagtanong kayo. Okay, so next. So, next example. So, not responding. So, next example, randomly choosing a ball from a box with 4 red balls and 2 blue balls. So, kindly identify the experiment. Choosing a ball from a box with 4 red balls and we have 2 balls. 2 blue balls. So therefore, ano po yung nilalaman ng box natin yun? Ano yung sample space? What will be our sample space? So we have red, red, and red. So we have 4 red balls and we have 2 blue balls. So how many sample space do we have? We have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Also, our outcome, blue. It depends upon on you kung blue or red ang mapipili mo. Ngayon, what will be the event? Ano yung pwede nating event na gawin? So, andun yung word na choosing sa experiment eh. So, we are going to choose, di ba? Choose or getting. So, depende choosing a red ball or getting a red ball. Depends upon on you. So, getting red ball. So, what will be the outcome? how many red ball do we have in the sample space? How many red balls? So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So therefore, the outcome will be 4 red balls. So nakukuha po ba? Kung ilan ang number niya in the sample space, therefore, you are going to write in the outcome of the certain event. If we are going to write getting blue ball, so therefore, the outcome will be blue and blue. So 2 or 2 ball. So it depends upon on you. Gets? Okay, so next. We have throwing a die and a coin together. So medyo mas mahirap ito sapagkat we have 2 items or we have 2 things. So 2 objects, the die and a coin. So as we can see, the sample space of a die is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and the coin is head and tail. So ngayon, if I have a coin and also a die, then I throw a die and a coin together. So maaring lumabas dyan is yung sa die is 1 and sa coin is head. Di ba? Maaari na the result is in a die number 2 and in a coin is 3. Is tail. So 3 teeth. So ibig sabihin, you are going to combine the sample space of a throwing a die and the coin. So ano yung mga possible na lalabas if you are going to throw a die and a coin? So therefore, our sample space will be 1H, 1T, 2H, 2T, 3H, 3T, 4H, 4T, 5H, 5T, 6H, 6T. So why? Bakit ganyan po? Sabi ko nga, in our experiment, you are going to combine the 2 objects. So maaari, if you are going to throw a coin, the result is 1 and H. It is possible. And also, it is possible rin if 1 and T. 2H, 2T, di ba? If you are going to throw a die, kapag nakita nyo in the floor, so yan po yung mga possible na lalabas. The possible outcomes. So, number of sample space, 12. So, outcome, kahit ano, pwedeng 5T. And also, ito yung ginawang events, getting even numbers and ahead. So, kung dalawa ang object nyo in the experiment, so therefore, dalawa rin po ang object nyo in the event. So, getting even numbers and ahead. Pwede naman getting 1 and ahead. Ibig sabihin, it will become 1H. So, in our case, getting even numbers and ahead. So, what are the even numbers? We have 2, 4, and 6. Ngayon, correspond siya doon dapat sa head. So, it have 2H, 4H, and 6H. Or, sabi nga, kung add numbers and ahead. So, it will become 1, 3, 5. So, 1H, 3H, and 5H. If getting an odd numbers and ahead. So, another example. So, dito. So, given the experiment, so, yung event natin, dito na lang sa events in the same question. So, for example, getting a 1, and tail. So, it will become 1T. So, di ba? Based doon pa rin in your sample space. It depends upon on you what will be your event. So, basta may getting, guessing, meron siyang specific based doon sa sample space na gagawin niyo. Okay, so next. Next dito. May na. So, another example muna. So, for example, okay, so, our example, yan, example natin. Our example will be throwing 2 dice. Okay, so throwing 2 dice. So ngayon, what will be the sample space of throwing 2 dice? So baka akalain nyo, ganyan lang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is the first die. And the second die is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, it is incorrect. So, hindi po siya tama. So, if you are going to throw a die, or 2 dice, for example, it is your first die, and it is the second die. If you are going to throw a 2 dice, so what will be the possible result? Maybe it will become 1, and dito naman is 1. Di ba? So 1, it will become 1 and 1. So it will become, your first is 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the second is 2. Maaring 1 and 2. So maaring 1 and 3. It become 1 and 4, 1 and 5, and 1 and 6. So it is the possible result. And also, how about if your first die is 2? So the possible result will be 2 and 1, 2 and 1, 2 and 2, 2 and 3, 2 and 4, 2 and 5, 2 and 6. Maaari rin if your first die is 3. It will become 3 and 1, 3 and 2, 3 and 3, 3 and 4, 3 and 5, 3 and 6. How about if there is 4? Okay, so 4. Your first day is 4. It will become 4 and 1. Diba? So we have 4 and 1, 4 and 2, 4 and 3, 4 and 4, 4 and 5, 4 and 6. How about if it will become 5? So 5 and 1, 5 and 2. So the second die will be 5 and 4, 5 and 5, 5 and 6. And the last, if your die is 6, first die is 6, so your second is 6 and 1, 6 and 2, 6 and 3, 6 and 4, 6 and 5, 6 and 6. So therefore, hindi lang naman na 12 lang yan. It is not 12. So since we have 2 die, so one die is have a sample space of 6, then the second die is have sample space of 6. If we are going to multiply 6 times 6, it will become 36. So if we are going to count the number of sample space na to, the sample space po kasi yan, it will become, the number of sample space will be 36. So it depends upon on the given experiment. It depends upon on the given object. So yan. So yan po yung mga possible outcomes na lalabas. Do an experiment. And also, outcome, so it depends upon, it will become, pwede namang 6 and 1. O yan. Depende sa inyo. And also the event will be getting 1 and 5. Okay, so getting 1 and 5. So therefore, the outcome will be 1 and 5. So that's it. So yan lang po, ganyan lang mo po kadali yon. So the question po, wala na. Okay, so next. So who am I? So example lang to. So in our generalization, so use the basic concept of probability to identify the following. So ngayon, you're going to choose whether if it is probability, experiment, sample space, outcome, or event. So yes, what is 50%? Nakalimutan ko lang pala yung student. So 50%, since na percent san siya, that is probability. Okay, so very good. Okay, so next. How about the right and wrong? Walang sumagot? So wala pala yung student. So right and wrong will be, okay, so very good. That is sample space. Okay, so very good. How about king of spades? Anybody? Okay, so very good. That is outcome. Sample space. That is an outcome. So, yan yung isa sa mga outcome. And also, getting ahead in a single toss of a coin. So, pagpipilian lang naman natin dyan. So, getting ahead in a single toss of a coin. So, specific getting ahead in a single toss of a coin. Ibig sabihin, that is, very good, event. Kasi nga, andun yung specific, getting ahead. Kung getting, or kung ano lang yan, kung single toss of a coin, so maaari that is experiment. Since na, hinahanap nyo nga yung head, kumbaga specific siya, that is an event. Tossing a coin and rolling a die simultaneously. So that will be experiment. Okay, so yun lang po. So ngayon may papagawa rin po ako sa inyo. So yan. Okay, so ipapagawa ko sa inyo. So sagutan nyo lang yung letter A and letter B sa activity natin sa module na ipapasa ko. Okay, so pasensya na sa aking video. Alam ko naman na anong oras na rin. Pero papasok ko na lang sa inyo. Okay, so goodbye and God bless. Goodbye, sir.